turban. Okay, tip of the day, small sand sow. Back to the small sand sow. Always back to the small sand sow. Very important training exercise. Body placement, footwork and body placement. This applies to the whole form, but we're just using the first move as the reference here. Okay, a lot of people, when they do the first move of the small sand sow, used to throw that swing punch at me, they end up like this. See how I'm too close? I'm stuck in here. Do it that side for me. See how I'm too close to him, you see? This is too close to my face. Big, heavy swing punch from a bigger opponent, that's going to knock you over, you see? You need this space to make this work. You need this space for your arm, you see? So, why is that happening? It's happening because, do the move again. Throw the punch for me. Now watch what I do now. I didn't shift my weight. And that's what so many people do. They're shifting their weight lovely when they're doing the solo, just the footwork. As soon as they have a punch coming towards, hook. Okay, next punch, hook. And they're forgetting, they're not moving their feet anymore, not shifting the weight. You must shift the weight to your rear leg for this particular application. The small sand sow, as you know, or as you should know if you're practicing it, is a training method. It's not a fighting application. You're not going to stand there in the street and swivel on your heels and do this in a real fight. It's training you how to use your waist, how to ground the power, how to deliver force, and so on. So, when that force comes through, see where I'm going? I'm going over here each time. I'm shifting my weight. That's representing all sorts of different things, but the basic attitude is, as you throw that strike, you see, I'm over here. This is where I'm really going to be in application, depending on what I'm doing. So the whole idea of the small sand sow, you're only shifting the weight, but even just there, you see, you're getting away from the maximum force of that strike, you're getting your head away from it and attacking into his neg one. So my head's here, you see, that's where he's going to take maximum power, is right there. That's where the maximum force of his strike's going to be. When you throw that strike, see where I've stopped it? I've moved my head away from that line of fire, because in line with his center is where my head was, so that's where his maximum apex of strike is. So my head is moving over here, so there's the apex of strike. My head is out of that range, and also, because my arm is long, look where I've stopped his hand. Here was the apex, here was where I've stopped him. So I've stopped him before he's reached full momentum. Anytime, if you stop someone's punch, especially a swing punch, because straight punches we don't stop, we let them go past, we parry them. But a swing punch coming in from the side, the sooner you can stop his hand, the less power there'll be in that arm. If you just stand there, throw the punch at me, and take it here, you see, I'm taking maximum impact there because I'm right where he wants me to be. So he throws that strike, you see, I've struck it out here, he's barely cocked his hand by the time I stop it. But at the same time, I'm moving away from him so that, A, I'm putting myself in a very structured and strong position rather than being buckled up, but also always moving my head out of the way for any of his second attacks, you see? Because if, for example, I throw a punch at my opponent, when I come through here, if you stay where you are and just do the block, so do the movement, but don't move your center. So he does something like that, right? That means that if I somehow stop it, or I don't know, move and then throw another attack or something, his head is where I want it to be. But if I'm thinking like 1, 2, throw 2 strikes, right? And you move your head on that first one, my second strike, you see, is out of the way because he's already moved. Most people will attack with 2 attacks. They won't just throw 1 strike and then pause. So most people will attack in, they're already intent on the other one's already coming, whatever sort of technique it is. So you want your head to be out of the way so that whatever happens with this first technique, my second technique is sort of already on its way. So in which case, you see, it's going to be over here because I'm punching to where I think he is. It's very difficult for me to change my direction once I've started those 2 punches. So in which case, if I want to throw that second punch, it's only nanoseconds, but nanoseconds are enough in a real fight to give you an advantage. So now, because my body will sense him move, my body has to now go, it has to adjust and then deliver the second strike. That's if this hasn't knocked me out, of course. So we're assuming in that case that he's missed or he hasn't had enough power or something. So just keep that in mind. In your small sensor, shift your weight, and that will give you all the space in the world that you need to get this arm well away from your body and not close to your face like this, as most people do. There is one other reason, of course, that can be close, and that's simply that your timing's totally off. So if you start throwing the strike, I sat into my back leg, but I lifted my arm way too late. So of course, that's an obvious thing, but people notice that. What people don't tend to notice is the weight shifting. I have people all the time, they'll be standing here like this going, it doesn't work, and I just say, shift your weight. Oh, that's better. Now it's comfortable. All right? That's Morad. My Arab buddy. This is our last day in the Sahara. Thank you, Sahara. We have loved you. And that's YouTube for today. Thanks very much.